people of this country are being violated because all of our privacy is being taken up by Elon Musk and Trump, and we don't know what all they have on us. We don't know what all they have on us.
Good morning, Congresswoman Waters. Do you support calls by your Democrat colleague, Jared Moskowitz, to designate the Muslim Brotherhood as a terrorist organization? Do you condemn the rise of anti-Semitism by the Democrat Party that is getting Jews attacked with violence, Congresswoman?
I was thinking about you the other day. Oh, how things going? Do you ever see our friend down there?
Congresswoman?
Sidney's friend. You remember my husband had a friend?
Congresswoman?
What was his name? He owned some businesses.
Congresswoman, do you want to condemn the calls for political violence in the Democrat Party that has contributed to the rise of anti-Jewish and pro-Islamic terror activity in America? Congresswoman? Do you support your Democrat colleagues' calls to designate the Muslim Brotherhood as a terrorist organization?
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
So this right here is a woman by the name of Maxine Waters, which is an appropriate name for somebody who was likely around when God created water. Now, here's the thing about Maxine. She has been protesting against our guy DJT 4547 for the last 8 years, really, right? Since he was president, then he was not president, allegedly, and then he was president again. She has been looking for ways to slander the man and to essentially sabotage his agenda through her magical, ancient powers in Congress. Now, here's the thing with Maxine.
Ancient.
What Maxine did not understand is that the moment she went against the American people, she indeed activated the law of FAFO. And now, Maxine Waters, the ancient one, will be facing her own trials and tribulations. You see, Maxine will have to pay upwards to $68,000 after a lawsuit claiming that she was cooking the books. That's right, folks. She lied about money that was coming into her campaign. She was misappropriating funds. She was doing the very thing that she has been claiming that DJT and Elon were doing, which is robbing the American people. Oh, no, sis. This ain't the 1500s. We
just can't make this up, and here we are. Back once again. Leave a beautiful comment down below. How do you feel about Maxine Waters? Let me know in the comment section. Leave a beautiful comment down below. But she should have been walked out long time ago. Long time ago. Put your hands behind your back. You know, filthy politicians, corrupt officials, I tell you, man. They ought to go in there and just put everybody against the wall. They ought to go in Washington and just put everybody against the wall, get on the floor, shake them down, frisk them, search everybody. Audits, complete audits, investigations, interrogations. And I'll tell you, people's jaws will drop of what we will find out about these people, especially this woman here and many others. Yeah. Full-blown, complete searches, audits, investigations, interrogations, yeah. Put everybody against the wall. We'll find out who's clean or not. But let's get into this. Enough of me wasting time, y'all. Let's get into this, man. I hope everybody that is tuned in right now, again, that you are having an amazing week. Happy Friday, getting close to the weekend. I hope everybody is blessed, well, and healthy, y'all. You know, we're just having fun, man. Keeping it real. We're seeing it's been a crazy 24 hours, this whole Trump and Elon Musk situation. We're bringing amazing updates on that as well. And we're going to see how all this plays out, man. But we are rooting for America. You know, great things are happening. I know we see a lot of all this taking place, but great things are happening and they still don't want to talk about it. They don't want to report on it. You know, it's just Trump is bad. Trump is destroying the country. You know, so let's jump in, family.
Grow poor under Donald Trump's failed policies. Trump and his family grow richer, $2.9 billion richer. That's how much his net worth has jumped as a result of his crypto schemes. And that's only a conservative estimate. And now Trump doesn't want Americans to use Trump doesn't just want Americans to use his crypto. He wants to
She done lost track of what she was reading. She can't even get it out.
put our money in his digital wallet while he guts our financial regulators, the watchdogs that protect families from financial fraud. Trump is not just scamming everyday Americans with his crypto con. He's even grifting his own supporters. 200 people collectively spent $148 million to attend his shady meme coin dinner with the promise of an exclusive experience. What did they get? Walmart steak, Costco freezer, idle halibut, recycled talking points, and just 20 minutes of Trump time. I guess you get what you pay for.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Before I get into the merits of the Clarity Act and our market structure legislation, I just have to first address this red herring that my Democratic colleagues continue to push, this carelessly thrown out accusation and this baseless politically motivated attack against President Trump, that his support somehow for a regulatory framework for digital asset market structure is somehow corrupt, that he's personally profiting from our agenda to bring clarity to the stablecoin and market structure of digital assets. This is absurd, and they know it. They know that the president's assets are in a blind trust managed by his children who are not members of the administration. They're not in the government, they're in the private sector. When they throw these things out carelessly, these attacks, these personal partisan attacks against the president, it's not just Trump derangement syndrome. It's about them opposing American leadership in crypto. It's about them opposing making the United States the world's crypto capital. It's about them so obsessed with their political hatred for the president that they're willing to sacrifice American leadership in the innovative technologies of the future. They don't like that under President Trump, Bitcoin is at an all-time high. They don't like it. They don't like that he is an innovative, successful.
They don't like anything. Again, the best thing could happen. The worst disease can be cured by President Trump, anything. And they will still try to find something. They will still talk negative. They will still bash him. They will still drag him through the mud. They won't clap. They won't stand and applaud the man. They actually want everything to burn and crash. They love this Elon Musk thing that took place yesterday. They love the division. They love it all. Anything he does, the big bad orange man, the threat to our sweet sugar pie, apple pie democracy. And that's real, y'all. You know, they're still going to be in 2030, 2040. We got to defeat President Trump. Trump. Just watch in 2030, 2040, it's going to be Trump can be dead. It's Trump.
Capitalists who understands that if America is to lead, we need this agenda. They don't like that. And they don't want him to succeed. And that's why they oppose this bill. Now, fortunately, we have some bipartisan support for this bill. And it should be, because it shouldn't be about politics. It should be about what is right to bring clarity to the marketplace here and to embrace this kind of efficiency and friction reducing disintermediation through DeFi. That's what we should be focused on. And so let me just move on to the merits of the bill. Whether through SAB 121 or joint statements, the previous administration effectively prevented banks from engaging in the digital asset ecosystem. And while the regulators have taken several positive steps to remedy this approach under the Trump administration, the Clarity Act, I think, is very important because there are provisions in the bill that will cement banks' ability to responsibly engage with the technology in statute. Can you outline some of these provisions and describe the practical effect that they will have?
Thank you for the question. I would say I'd have to look back at the legislation and get back to you, but I think it is important for Congress to weigh in on this because, to your point earlier, they're a critical part of any sort of infrastructure, and the rules shouldn't be set in place to prevent people from participating in this marketplace.
Well, I applaud the chairman for his extraordinary leadership on this. Also, I want to thank our colleagues in the Agriculture Committee for contributing on the commodity definition piece, and I fully support this legislation to bring much needed clarity. Don't be distracted by the politics on the other side. This is important, and thank goodness we do have a president who wants to bring leadership to the United States on crypto. Thank you.
Wow.
Go back.
The majority of basically whites in this country willing to accept a dishonorable human being, someone who has been convicted of 34 felonies, someone who has been openly and brazenly racist, someone who has, talked about his love for Putin and Kim Jong-un and made some statements favorable to Hitler. It doesn't matter.
This is all why you don't like him, but why has America voted for him?
Racism is the basic point. People don't like to talk about racism, but the fact of the matter is the majority of his votes are going to come from whites. And that's who has been talking to all campaign about taking the country back. Taking it back from whom? Taking it back from too many minorities who are doing too well, who are succeeding, who are closing the wealth gap. And something has to be done in his estimation. And so that's what it's really all about. It's not about the economy and all that, people would like to basically hide behind. It's about white versus...
It's looking possible tonight that Donald Trump has won the popular vote. Are you saying that the majority of Americans are racists?
I'm saying the majority of the Americans will buy into anything as long as they believe that somehow they will have more advantage, they will have more ownership, that they don't have to worry about others who will be equal to them. You can call it what you want, but that's the way it is.
It looks, Congressman Walters, as if he's expanded his base to include more black voters, more Latino voters, more people of color this time round. I mean, not more than Harris, but more than last time round. Doesn't that fight your theory?
Well, I don't know. We've got to wait and see. I don't know what the expansion is. There may be some expansion in the Latino community, but all of this talk about getting black votes, I don't think is true.
I just say, Rev, really quickly, too. Democrats need to be mature, and they need to be honest. And they need to say, yes, there's misogyny. But it's not just misogyny from white men. Mm-hmm. It's misogyny from Hispanic men. Right. It's misogyny from black men, things we've all been talking about, who do not want a woman leading them. Might be race issues,